We are live. My microphone's working. Let's see. All right. Not sure how long I'll be able to fish for, but let's try to go for it. What, like, go for like an hour? Let's give it a go. Yeah, don't think I can fish for more than an hour. If you're watching this later, it's just some. I have never fished by myself on a lake before. Bought this Strike Master hole driller thing on Facebook, and here we are. I wonder how deep the ice is. The only thing that I did wrong was, oh, well, there's a couple of things I did wrong. I have to always break it down before I go fishing, because otherwise it doesn't fit in my backpack. All right, let's drill a hole. Hey, what's going on, FNC? Morning for you, but it's 1:20 in the afternoon for us guys in Jersey. See what you guys got me doing? I think there's about 6 inches of ice here. I think I'm through at least like 3 inches. Oh, dude, we're deep. Holy mackerel. Look at this. Dude, this is like, that's like 5 inches. We're not even hitting water yet. I don't think anybody's going to be in this park today. So I might just get away with it. What's up, everybody? Hey, everybody's here. Look at that. How's it going? Look, I made it out to the lake. I'm staying pretty close to the edge, though. Because one, I'm probably going to get yelled at for being here. I like how all our adventures are semi-legal. And two, there's no help coming if I fall through the ice here. Dude, we're like through 6-7 inches of ice. This lake is frozen. Yeah, I'm definitely going nowhere here. No worries about falling in, that's for sure. I think there's like 8 inches of ice here. No joke. Look how deep this is. I'm putting my whole hand inside. Look. Yeah. This is absolutely crazy. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna check this. I'm trying to get to the water. You might have me drilling here for next. Oh, jeez, so somebody was behind me. No, this is definitely not my koi pond. Oh, dude, this is way past 5 inches. Hold on. I gotta. Now, we're like, what is this, like foot deep or something? Hold on. Let me put you guys on standby, because this might be the last video of me. Oh, jeez. This is not a joke. This is deep. Can you hear me well? Jeez. All right, that's like a foot of ice, guys. That's like... All right. Hold on. Let me put this thing away. Wow, that was wild. Yeah, if you're in Jersey, I'm telling you now, there's no issues with the ice depth. That has to be at least 10 inches deep. Yeah, if you guys, there's no need to call 911. They'll get all excited. I think somebody's gonna call that for us, like a local resident, because, like I said, Grand York are not really supposed to be out here. But you know, it's Jersey. We always got a gold card on hand, just in case some shenanigans happen. All right, we might catch a fish today. 16 inches of ice, man. You're gonna have like Popeye arms after that one. I'm not even kidding saying that. 16 inches of ice. All right, so I like how every time I go fishing, not only is it an adventure for me, it's also an adventure for everybody else, because most of the time it's my first time doing something. All right, I just want to use this thing because I don't have a scooper to scoop this ice out. See that? My noggin is still working. All right. I just don't want no monster to pop up. All right, now here's what we're gonna do. I have no idea if there's fish here, but we're gonna find out. Let's see what you guys ready. You need ice grippers for sure. Yeah, DCP, we're way past that, man. The only thing I need right now is not to drown. Ice grippers is a luxury at this point. Hey, Gills, what's going on? Scott B Fishing. Hey, by the way, how's the mic quality? I just got this new Hollyland mic on Amazon. It's like 30 bucks, and I want to be like one of those cool guys so I can walk away from my camera and you guys can still hear me well. I don't know if the sound quality is better than usual, but if it is, let me know. Took a few breaks, I'm out of shape. Well, I'm out of shape, but the shape is round. Yeah, man, we're all in some sort of shape. I think my dad says that I'm shaped like Homer Simpson. I don't believe him, but I don't know. All right. You know what? I think we're at the bottom. Holy mackerel, we're fishing. All right. You never know, I might get a perch. So I actually never in my life have caught a fish through an ice hole. So this will be the first one for me, and I'm sure it's not going to be the first one for everybody else. What's going on? If I didn't say hi to you, I apologize. I see Jason J, I see Dale, I see FNC, I see Scott B, I see Brass 223. Hey Jim, what's going on? There has to be fish here because look at the place I picked. I figured if I'm going to fall through the ice, I was going to grab onto this tree and get myself out. But yeah, I picked a spot which usually has cover. And I think that's a good idea. We'll see. We're just shooting blind here. Milwaukee drill adapter. Yeah, I should do that. The mic is good. Thank you. Iggy Gon Catchin. Dude, I can't imagine drilling 4 holes for 16 inches of ice. At that point, my my hands will probably go back to the car and drive home while I'm still at the lake. That's no bueno, man. I'm gonna slightly twitch these worms. I heard that twitching is good. Nice. Yes, Ronio, so I bought that Hollyland something one, and it was $29.99. Yeah, so what's going on, Tommy Risk? Hey, what's going on, Gilles? Look, I'm a real ice fisherman. Now, there's a caveat to this fishing trip because we're on Paul Wolfram's favorite spot. We're like 1.5 miles from Trump Golf Course. And so in this park, I haven't seen many tracks, so I don't think there's a lot of people in the park, but there are shoppers above. So they might call in a weird dude ice fishing on the lake that nobody can get to. But we'll see. I got skunked today, yesterday, after all that work and 1.5 mile hike. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I think I had a little nibble. Hold on, gang. I think I had nibbles. All right. Oh, by the way, if y'all need a reel, I'd say stop by Walmart now. I went back there today to make a long form video, or whatever that's called. Oh. Oh, guys, we got bites. Oh, we got a fish. Fish. My first fish through the ice. Ah, okay. That's good news. Looks like Grumpy Orca's own fish. Hold on. We're going to get that. I'm not going to say any party words, but I'm going to pop my ice fishing cherry today. Look, no need for a guide. I'm just going to fall through the ice and die myself. You don't need to pay money for that. All right, let's see. Hold on. I had a little nibble. Dude, this is the most fun fishing I've been in the past couple of months. And there were hard tugs. Definitely had a nice hard tug. Loosen the drag. Let's do that. Yeah, if I don't get called in today, we're going to be back here tomorrow. From a safety perspective, as a former fireman, I can tell you that I'm 1,000% safe on this ice because it's freaking like 10 inches deep. But from a nosy Karen perspective, we might be in troubles. The only thing I didn't bring is I don't have a chair. So I don't want to put my butt on ice. Where's the bite? Why he no bite? I remember the second time I dropped this in, immediately started getting bites. This is the place I was thinking about bringing my kid to. What'd you say, Jules? So yeah, Zaza told me to loosen the drag. We did that. Yeah, but check this out. I probably saw, since the storm, which has been almost 10 days ago, I've only seen I probably saw maybe 5 sets of tracks here, which is surprisingly because it's a pretty big park. You want to show you around here? Hold on, I'll take you off. What's going on, Donnie? Now, I know for a fact there's big bass in this lake, but I would have to bring like those tip-ups and shiners and all that stuff. What's going on, Daniel Benedict? Sorry I didn't see you come in. Nectangler. So you guys are saying that my new mic is great. I appreciate that. When you fish ice fish with wax worms, for those of you that fish with like this, not with a tip up, do you guys? I was told to move my wax worms a little bit. Dude, that scared me. There's like a piece of paper dragging itself across the lake. I thought it was like a freaking fox coming at me. What's going on, Tommy Risky? Nice. Daniel, are you a truck driver? Come on, fishy. So yeah, anybody can answer my question. Should I jig it a little bit? Or should I just sit here like a mummy? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, hold on, we got a fish. Fish on. Oh, oh, this is funny. That's my first fish I ever caught ice fishing. How about that? Big one too. Okay, I feed my whole family with him. Buddy, don't worry. We're gonna let you go. All right, this is officially my first fish I ever caught ice fishing in my life. All right. All right. Let you go, buddy. Have a good one. All right, come on. How about that? One fish. All right. It's already better than nothing. Fishing in a beautiful state of New Jersey. Hold on. All right, so I just popped my ice fishing cherry. I can see why you guys need tents when you do this. It is quite cold out here. I'm actually gonna stand, if that's okay with you guys. So yeah, a little bluegill. We got one. Thanks, Jason J. Time at risk, biggest fish. I have a strange thought that there's some big pickerel and bass in here. Definitely a pickerel. So if I don't get yelled at today, and if I can come back here tomorrow and do this, or next week, I will go and get some shiners. Thanks, does it? Yep. Hey, Grumpy. Grumpy. Hey, Paul. Hold on. We got motion. If this is Secret Service, guys, we're just ice fishing out here. Don't shoot me, please. I have to get home to make dinner for my wife. I heard some movement behind me. Paul, what's up, man? So the last fish, the first fish that we caught, it ate the bottom wax worm. Let's see what happens to the next fish we catch, if we do catch one. Maybe I should put a worm on the bottom one. Maybe there's a perch that would be interested in that. There are perch in here. Dude, it's like sitting without a chair here is like doing Pilates. Hey, what's going on, Wild 420, man? Look, there's a piece of paper that's scaring the crap out of me. Paul, how's it going, man? I'm thinking about my next move. I really don't want to drill another hole, but we'll sit around here. I can see how fishing gets boring though. For my monkey brain, I have to catch a fish every like 10 minutes. Hey, what's going on? Wait, hold on. What's your name? Dada Dem. What's going on, man? I think I'm getting a little nibbles. So yeah, for those of you that ice fish with wax worms, can somebody answer my question if you have experience? When you have two wax worms on a drop shot rig, do you guys twitch them like this, or do you just let them sit under tension? Ryan heals your brain rot. Yeah, we'll think about it, but let me not fall through the ice here, because then there's going to be nothing for you to moderate. I wonder if we can throw a couple of worms in, maybe chum it a little bit. What do you guys think? There has to be big perch in there. Come on, Mr. Perch. Chuck E. Cheese ball. Little twitches. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, you can double tap the screen. Maybe we'll catch another fish. But yeah, my big problem with ice fishing, I think I explained it to a couple of guys, that for me to go ice fishing, I have to drive for at least an hour away from my house. And because I only have about 2 hours to fish, that's not a good proposition. So I gotta find local spots and kind of sneak in and try to ice fish. I'll give it a couple of little twishes. We'll see what happens. Yeah, my father-in-law told me to twitch the rod when I'm ice fishing, no matter what. He said the fish is so lethargic that you got to give it some sort of action. But very, very light twitches. Oh, come on, fish. Well, we caught at least one fish, which is pretty good. We're fishing completely blind. No life scope. No nothing. I just know in this area there's fish, so. Wait, what did Paul, what do you say about your live stream? Hold on. Scubby, I'm gonna try to go live Friday fishing with lures on the pike. Ooh, if I see Paul catch a pike in live, that would be awesome. I'm thinking about putting a worm on instead of one of the wax worms. It's the last time that worked for us. Maybe we can catch a perch off a bottom. You never know. Let's try it. How deep? Let's see. It's about, I don't know, like 4 feet deep. No, probably deeper. It's probably like 5 feet. We can go a little deeper if you want. That just means I have to make another hole. Hold on, guys. That's true. Rick Rob says slow down. I did that. Yeah, Paul. So I'm gonna try to tune in. If you know exactly the time, or maybe you post it, I'll try to tune in tomorrow. I'm wondering if I should drill another hole just for the hell of it. I just don't know. I don't know the depth of this lake at certain places, so. All right, let's try a couple of worms first, and then maybe I'll drill another hole just for the hell of it. Let's try a worm. Yeah, another thing is I learned today is I do have winter boots on, like snow boots, but you have to stand on like a piece of styrofoam when you go ice fishing, because that ice gets right through your boots. It's pretty cold. All right, let's see if we got a worm. We do have a worm. Let's see if we can do a worm squirm. Let's see what we can do here with this buddy. You never know, might catch a perch. I know there's perch in here. The only thing about this lake is all the fish here is pretty nasty in terms of like I would not keep one. All right, here we go. Mr. Worm going out. Maybe I should leave that in there and go grab a... Oh, look at that. We got a fish. Oh, we got a fish, boys. That was instant. Oh, look at that. Look at that guy. How about that? I guess we don't have to go anywhere. Mr. Worm did the squirm. Look at that guy. Ah, my friend, I can feed my whole Eastern European family with this one. Why did you swallow the hook, man? I'm just kidding, buddy. We're going to let you go. You just got to give him... Why did you do that, dude? Why did you do that to me? How hungry were you, man? Dude, hold on. I can't believe he just swallowed the whole hook. Like, it's not that bad, dude. And you just put... All right, well... All right, let's see what we have with me. Might have to do a little bit of a... Please don't tell me I left my tools in the car. Please don't tell me that. Give me a sec. No, we're good. All right, come here, buddy. Why'd you do this to me, Timmy? Hold on. We're gonna try not to hurt the guy. Just gonna get the worm out first. Oh no, he should be okay. Yeah, he should be all right. Yep, he's all right. All right, buddy. We're gonna see you later. Modify your appetite. All right, that's two bluegill. What I really want to catch is the perch. That is true. So it seems like the worm, that was instant basically. So I'm not going to change the spot. We're just going to chill out here. Are you going to buy the same thing for around your neck? Hold on, let me catch up with the chat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this worm back on. You know what? This is better than I expected. Well, first of all, I expected to just like fall through the eyes in a typical grumpy orca fashion. All right, let's drop this to the bottom. All right, let's see what you guys write. We need to buy a drain, buy a flasher. What's a flasher? They're coming for me? That is true. Yeah, that is a bluegill, Paul. You mean like I expect to get nothing and I'm excited when I get a fish? I'm the same way, man. I'm the same exact way. I get excited to catch bluegills. All right, so we randomly caught 2 bluegills. First time ice fishing. You would love it. It shows you the depth, and there's fish, and you can see the bottom and your rig. River. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, my father-in-law has one. Is it like, does a Garmin make like a blue one? It's also castable. I know what you're talking about exactly. Yeah, my father-in-law has one. It basically shows him when the fish actually comes to the bait, which I found pretty cool. Yeah, so this lake is like, if I can drag my kid out here on Sunday morning to ice fish, we're pretty much gonna slay it. Probably gonna be old bluegills, but hey, I'll take it. What's going on, Brandon? Brandon Rose from South Africa. How's it going, mate? What time is it in Africa right now? South Africa. What is it? It has to be like 11 p.m. or something. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate that. Paul always looking out for me. Thank you, Paul. Let's see if I missed anything. So we got 2 bluegills. Oh, drop the bait to the bottom, do little thumbs. Yeah, I did notice that most of my bites came when I was kind of dropping it the first time. Like that last fish we caught, I basically caught it right after casting it in. Oh, Paul, if you're in the chat, if you want to buy, I don't know if you have a microphone, but there's a company called Hollyland, just like Hollyland, and they make a microphone for 30 bucks. And I just bought it, and that's the one I'm using today. I think it's really good. You basically plug in plug it into your USB-C on your iPhone, and you stick it on yourself. It's magnetic, and you basically can walk around, and we can hear you well. It only took me like 300 live streams to get one. Let me pin that. Oh, it's 8:51 p.m. That's not bad. Wen Baker. Yeah, a couple of my friends have been to South Africa. Man, what a beautiful place, if you know where to go. One of my friends actually just randomly rented a car and drove around all over the place. No issues. I'm thinking what I should do. So last time we changed bait, we instantly caught a fish. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let me cut a couple of pieces of red worm and throw it down the hole. Not even cut it, I'm just gonna take a worm. We're gonna do the chum it up. You never know what's gonna happen. I can probably fish for the next like 20 minutes or so. No, more than that. I can fish for 30 minutes. Probably even 40. So let's drop some worms down the hole. I don't know, you guys think this is gonna help? I'm trying to butter the bread here. Ah, jeez. I think I'm throwing bigger chunks down the hatch that I'm putting on my hook. All right, hold on. I was using my cup as an ice scooper, which is why all this mess is out here. All right. So throw a couple of pieces of worm down the hatch. Maybe they'll attract some action. Let's see if my stuff is still on the hook. Yeah, we're still good. Ruslan, what's going on, man? I think we're good. We wouldn't have to clean it. It's pretty clean. What's going on, Andrea Benedetti? Ronnie, if you're still in the chat, are you going to live stream today? Man, ice fishing gets a little boring. I wonder if I brought little shiners with me, if my luck would be better. Should I go drill a hole somewhere else and try it? I still have time. Still have plenty of time. I only have one fishing rod, but I'm thinking about it. Show fish. No fish. Oh, hold on. Maybe I'll show you a fish. Hold on. Nope. I had a nice bite though. Let's drop it down. The fish went home. But maybe he come back. That was a nice bite. That was definitely a bluegill the way it bit. Okay, so I almost had my third fish. Hold on. Something's definitely playing with it. Got a nice bite. It feels pretty good. Dale, it's a fun. It gets a little boring because you're basically sitting a sheet of ice next to a hole and trying to pull a fish through it. But it's fun as long as the fish bites. How about that? But make sure, so Dale, if you go fishing, bring a piece of styrofoam with you. Put the styrofoam piece between you, your shoes on the ice. I saw that trick. Obviously didn't bring anything with me because I wasn't sure if I could even come here and fish. But I'm going to recommend bring something to put between your feet and the ice, because the ice definitely transfers a lot of cold to the shoes. But it has to be styrofoam. It can't really conduct cold. Today I get my fishing ticket for the year and my post box and my warden license for the year. Nice. There you go, Paul. Now you can go catch fish and you can go catch fishermen. Should we drill another hole a little deeper? I mean, I'm for it. Just don't want to get in trouble. Let's see. Well, I'm not going to get in trouble at this point. What's going on, Lost Trooper? $50 for a year. $50 for a year is still not bad. I think Jersey's like 20 bucks. Now I see why people go ice fishing with a TV in their crib. Come on. Had a bite. Maybe I set my hook too hard. Yeah, that was a little too hard. And I think my worm is not presented correctly. Hold on. I should really fix this. The last bluegill really did a number on this worm. First of all, let's chop off a piece. And I'll put a new wax worm on there. I don't know where my leather is. Hold on, guys. We have one game warden for the county here. Oh, dude, one game warden for the county? That's rough. Yeah, there's so much poaching going on. I don't know, Jersey's like not too bad, but I've heard some states where it's just right in the face of the game warden too. It's like night fishing and just poaching left and right. Everybody wants the warden, but nobody wants to pay the taxes to get one. Just like everybody was pushing for my town to have a full kindergarten for the kids. Once we got it, everybody's taxes went up like $250 a year, and people started crying left and right. Oh, that's just human nature. Oh, on a drop. Watch this. Fish. Right on a drop. You saw that? Oh, big boy bluegill. Look at this guy. Hello. Do you have a moment to speak about our friend Grumpy Orca catching you on a wax worm? Look at that guy. That was instant. New wax worm. Drop. Come on, buddy. Just give me the hook back. I can't feel my fingers. Hold on, guys. Please don't wobble. Oh, like instant fish. All right, and now we're gonna eat you. I'm just kidding, buddy. That's actually a female. All right. What is it gonna do? Swim away. Okay, that makes it 3 bluegills. Listen, this is not bad. It's not bad for my first ice fishing trip. And we didn't get arrested yet. I say we're doing pretty good. Hold on one second. I don't know what I did here, but that was pretty good. That's 3 fish. 3 fish in a span of basically 40 minutes of fishing. So we're averaging about one fish every 13 minutes. All right, you know what? That keeps me occupied. Hope you guys are enjoying this. All right, here we go. Let's drop it down. I'm not sure if chumming with worms helped, but basically it was right on the drop. So there's something about the drop with these wax worms and worms. We got 2 bites right as soon as it dropped it in. So and one of them was on the red worm and the other one was on the wax worm. So maybe I'm gonna keep doing that. Let's see, we got 3 bluegills. Thanks, Paul. You have 3,800 people fishing in your city. How big is the town? Zaza says I had to show my license to the game warden before, but they didn't check the other people out fishing. Yeah, that's common. Here in my city, we have 12 wardens, 60,000 people in the city. You know what? 12 wardens with 60,000 people. That's pretty good, man. 12 wardens for 60,000 people? Because I lived in a city of 300,000. And I think we had like 3 game wardens, but that was in the broken country. In January, have set 580 surgeons out in the river as a project with trackers. Wow. Yes, 12 wardens for 60,000 people is not bad, dude. If you give that metric to like New York City, I think there'll be a game warden on every corner. Because when we go fishing to Sandy Hook, where thousands of people go fishing, and there's just thousands of people coming in every day, you can't even find a warden. And it's right across from New York City, so it just makes you wonder. Okay, so we've got 3 bluegills. They don't fight very hard in the winter. So we've got 2 fish on wax worms and 1 fish on red worms. Maybe we should go slower. But to be honest with you guys, this turned out much better than I expected. And I kind of like blindly found this place. We fished here before in the live stream. We would stand over there. But I couldn't cast here because of that tree branch. But I figured between these 2 trees, there's gonna be a shelter for them, and there's bugs falling from the tree. I figured there'd be fish here. Dance his teeth. Yeah, I agree with you. Watching this for more than 30 seconds is tough. But everybody got their attention span. It's like a meditation, man. I even got a mic for you today, man, so you can hear me mumble better. I really want to drill another hole, but then I have to run to my car in 22 minutes. It's amazing how quiet it is here. There's not a soul here. Like, I think basically in the past 10 days, I'd say no more than maybe 10 people walked past this lake based on the footprints. Yeah, I want to see you catch pike, Mr. Paul. I'm all for it, man. You know what? Last time we took this out and dropped it was when we got a fish, so let's try that again. I'm gonna put a new wax worm on just in case. You never know, might get lucky. I really want to catch a perch. That's my dream catch for today. We caught my PB perch about 2 weeks ago on a live stream. That thing was an absolute unit. So maybe we can repeat that. I don't know how bluegill's gonna eat this. I gotta make this smaller. It doesn't look very appetizing. Okay, down the hatch we go. Let's see if we can make it 4 fish. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not feed here. She got a little nibble. I just had a nibble. She had a little nibble. I hope to catch probably some pike. Hope they're like 3 foot long pikes. I know it's good to spot 10 years, catch 3 in 1 hour. Nice, 3 pike in 1 hour. That is pretty cool, man. Oh, I think I have a little nibble. Okay, hold on, I have a fish. Oh, it's a big one. Or it's fighting us. Let's see what we got. Ooh, there you go, fish number 4, and it comes in exactly at 13 minutes, so I'm telling you guys, it's around 1 fish every, this bluegill number 4 on the worms. So basically wax worms and red worms are tied. It's 2 and 2. All right, that's fish number 4. Coming in at 13 minutes. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, there's a ton of crappie here, but I don't know if you can catch crappie on wax worms. I know exactly where I caught crappie here. It's over there. So if I bring you guys back here tomorrow around the same time, we'll go make a hole over there if I don't get kicked out. Eating good tonight. I know, I'm letting them all go, but. Hi, Mrs. Scooter. Thanks for giving me a shout out yesterday. I appreciate that. I'm almost done fishing. Well, I'm gonna fish probably another 20 minutes tops. But I really appreciate that yesterday. It was very nice of you. So I'm doing the bounce like Rania told me to. I'm basically bouncing this thing off the bottom. You've gotten crappie on worms? I have caught crappie, but they were smaller size crappie on worms. They were like baby crappie. I mean, I can bring a jig head with me. We can try jigging. I really, really want to catch a perch. All right, so 4 bluegills. That's probably the most fish I caught in a while. At least since the cold snap came around. I wish I was fishing for pike. I think there's huge fish in this lake because we saw one surface one time, and I don't think that was like an otter, but it was a very loud noise. The fish would have to be at least 10 pounds to make that noise. And I think it was chasing something. I think there's some couple of monsters in here, but it probably is going to be hard to catch them. I definitely know there's pickerel in this lake. But I like the fact that not only do you catch stuff on waxworms, you also catch it on roundworms, which is surprising. I thought waxworms were the king of the hill during wintertime fishing. Oh, you think it could have been a carp? I gotta tell you, it was super loud. It was somewhere like right in the middle of the lake. I don't know if there's carp in this lake, but me and my kid were standing over there, and it was like nighttime. That's why I thought it was a bass. It was basically dusk, and it felt like somebody just threw a huge rock, right in the middle. You see where the water's kind of surfacing up, and I actually had it on my GoPro. I'm not sure if I deleted it or not, but you could just hear it. It kind of went. It was kind of like somebody just threw a giant rock in the water. But it was definitely no like 4 or 5 pound fish. It was bigger. All right, maybe we can catch one more fish to finish off the day. If my prediction is correct, we should be able to catch one in the next 10 minutes. That'd be awesome. That would make me happy. And thanks for those hanging around. I know it's pretty boring out here, so I appreciate you. Oh man, you see that tree went down? Yeah, that's nice here. There's 0 people. Yeah, Dale, make sure you bring something. If you're gonna go ice fishing, make sure you put something between your feet on the ice. These are snow boots from Costco, and they're pretty good. And I'm wearing my Sims Marilla wool socks, and I'm still feeling it. Like these boots could probably last me another hour and a half. But if you're gonna fish all day, I'd say put something between your feet and ice. Let's see, I'm gonna drop it down again. I noticed that we caught a bunch of fish right on the drop. If you are going to buy snowshoes, well, they don't sell them past September, I think. But if you buy snow boots in Costco, I'm just warning you, they're only gonna last you about a year. I don't know what it is with those snow boots you get at Costco, but they're not very good. Come on, fish. Let's see what Paul says. That would be nice, 20 pound on that rod. Oh yeah. If that's not going to be my stream trying to pull something like that up on this rod, I don't know who streamed that. We're always underprepared on my live stream, but we have a lot of enthusiasm. I pulled, so just so you know, I have a video. If you go into my main videos, so I pulled a channel cat. I went tubing in Delaware River. So as I'm tubing, I'm throwing gulp minnow on a jig head, and I'm catching these smallmouth. They're like this big, a little bigger. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm pulling in a log. I pulled in a catfish on this ride. It was pretty big channel cat. As far as you can find that video in one of my, if you go to the videos tab. It was this rod particularly, and it was this reel. And yeah, I think that fish was at least 5 pounds. I was basically tubing with it for about 10 minutes until I was able to pull it in. Obviously, no net, no nothing. I had it sitting with me in the tube. Great. On a trot magnet, out of all the things. Oh, wow, really? That's awesome. I was watching Anyfit in the morning, but I had a couple of jobs I was running. I can't really commit to watching a stream in the morning, but I saw him fishing. I saw him and New Jersey Maniac were fishing. You can tell how cold it is out here, though. You can see by their videos. It is super cold. Zaza, you're saying that the hunting boots are better. I'm sure they are. They do. Look, when I was a fireman, I don't know what they were. I forgot the company name, but we were given these boots that just were. I think it's the same company that sells them to the military. Man, I wish that didn't die on me, but I never was cold, wet, or anything in those boots. I think they were like $800 pair of boots, and they lasted me probably 15 years, and I used them often. Then when I had kids, I didn't really do a lot of outdoor stuff when they were little. That's why I kept buying stuff from Costco. They're pretty good. They're actually quite good for the price. I think it's like $30 for a pair of winter boots, but man, they do not last if you use them every day. And I've had these boots on me for probably almost every day. I've been fishing in them since October. All right. Based on my prediction, in the next 4 minutes, I have to catch a fish. In a couple of months, this place is going to be absolutely on fire for bluegill and crappie, especially crappie. There's some monster crappie in here. None of them I can keep because this is basically a man-made lake. Okay, I just had a bite while I was going to show you guys the runoff. Of course. Let's see, is that fish going to come back? That was a nice bite too. Just playing with my heart. Oh, hold on. Watch this. Ah, yes, I got it. Dude, it sounds like I pulled in a goddamn tuna. All right, here it is. My prediction was correct. We're averaging one fish every 13 minutes. That's bluegill number 5. I don't know, does this look like a male or female to you? All right, right through the lip. No bluegill hurt in the production of this video. There you go. It's funny how they completely lose color when when they get under the ice. All right, let's just let you go, buddy. All right. So we got 5. I can probably stay here for another 8 minutes. And then I basically have to track back through snow to get to my car. If I catch a bluegill number 6, that would be amazing. All right, so Dale, basically, Grumpy Orca says that if you get a good spot, you can probably catch them every 15 minutes. You see that drainage pipe? That's how you know. You see that the drainage pipe in the middle? That's how I know this is not a natural lake. And they actually hit it with pesticides. Like this area is pretty wealthy, so they really take care of their parks. And they hit it with pesticides just to prevent algae growth and everything. So not only is this like a man-made lake that's pretty shallow in some places, it gets way overheated. The water from this lake stinks sometimes. And yeah, that's why we don't keep fish from here. Some people do, I don't. Yes, Gilles, I got an own patch for you, mon ami. All right. 5 bluegill's pretty good. in 65 minutes. I've only been fishing for exactly 60 minutes, because by the time I drilled the hole and dropped the bait down, it's been at least 5 minutes. So it says the streams have been going for 65 minutes. So yeah, not bad. I'll take it. And I'm not using live bait either. Allergy feeds the fish? There might be carp here. It's just, you know how I have a attention span of a squirrel. So if I come carp fishing, I might have to tie myself to the tree to wait for it. But do you think the carp, are they going to be in the deepest spot of the lake, or how does it work? Because this spot right here is the deeper side. Over there is the more shallow side. And I don't think it's really that deep here. We can try though, never know. Oh wait, hold on. I has nibble. I has nibbles. Where he go? I had a little nibble. All right, let's see here. Shallow grass side, got it. That's where they're spawning. I mean, there's not a spot in the corner of that lake right there that I really like. You see that under my fingertip? We can go. That's actually where I took you guys one of my last streams before everything froze over. We caught a bunch of crappie there. So if you guys want, we'll see how the day goes tomorrow. I don't want to interrupt Paul's stream either. We'll see. Now, the only culprit is technically I'm not really causing any trouble here, and I'm pretty close to the bank, but I might get kicked out of here for ice fishing, which I'll obviously leave. We'll see, maybe tomorrow we try. Spawning, they don't eat, but in the spring they also go to shallow water because of the heat of the sun. Got it. Get their food. What's going on, Vessel? So wait, Paul, if you had 2 hours to fish, what kind of bait would you throw for carp? Without making a crazy recipe. Maybe we do that. You never know, man. Come on, fish. Oh. Oh, yes, I got one. This one feels big. Hold on. Oh, this might be a perch. Hold on. Ah, all right. Well, fish number 6. How's that? How about that? All right, look. I'm gonna hold it like this for my thumbnail. Ooh, all right. A little rod, a little fish. That's bluegill number 6, and we're gonna wrap this up today. That's pretty epic. I'm very happy I got out here with you guys. This is by far the most fun I had fishing in a while. I'd rather do this than catch one trout every second stream. This is fun. All right, here we go. 6 bluegills in 70 minutes. I'd say more like 65 minutes. So pretty much almost 1 bluegill every 10 minutes. Let's let him go. He's stuck. He's not stuck. All right, I think that's all she wrote. I got to run to my car. And I just wanted to thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I'll try to get out here tomorrow. We'll see. We'll try it, all right? Paul, let me know what time you're going to be live streaming. All right, but yeah, if you guys go ice fishing in Jersey, I'd say you can use both red worms and wax worms. They both work. All right, everybody have a good day. Thanks for hanging out with me again, and